So just talk with Manny, talk with Damien. Obviously, you guys get a point here on the road, but they both seem disappointed with that result. How would you assess it?
Um, there's no two ways about it. For me, the performance was nowhere near the standard. Honestly, I was embarrassed at times with the way that we performed. I didn't think there was any urgency to go and want to win the game. I thought there was a lack of communication on the field. The intensity wasn't at the level that it needed to be. So it's going to be tough for me to um, give you something as far as from a positive perspective. Again, just not good enough overall.
I'll try to lead you positively with this question. Manny Perez, obviously, with a really terrific goal. How did you see his performance generally as an individual in terms of his ability to create chances for you guys? He had a couple of chances in this game.
Yeah, I thought in the final third, he certainly did a good job of affecting the game positively, but there were still moments where we needed more from a delivery perspective. And then when you look on the set piece goal, he drops early and it puts us in a tough spot when you really break it down. So there's some areas of growth for him for sure that he needs to continue to look at. He took his goal really, really well. The technique was excellent. The composure was excellent. The finish was excellent. But again, for us, the our expectation is that we come here and perform at a much higher level. I thought that again, when you look at the intensity that we had last week against Charleston, it wasn't there this week, and for me, that's the most frustrating part.
You talked about the goal that you conceded back-to-back weeks where you have a free kick results in a goal that you allow. Just run me through what happened on that goal, and is that something that you look to clean up heading into next week in terms of set piece
Yeah,
defending?
we spent a lot of time this week because of how we conceded last week, going through it both on the training ground and in the video room. And there's an individual error in it that causes us a lot of problems. That's the reality. The wind played a massive role. I don't know what it looked like on camera, but it was an extremely windy game. But again, one of our non-negotiables is there's no excuses. Both teams have to play in it. Both teams have to deal with it. But on a direct or on a free kick like that, and the way that he hit it really well. It had an effect on our read. So it's an area we have to continue to work on, and I'm by no means happy with where we're at from that standpoint. And that, I take responsibility for that. Ultimately, it's my job to make sure they're prepared in those moments, and they weren't.
After last week's win, you talked about that you wanted to do a little bit more with the ball this week. 12 shots, six on target today. You guys have more possession than them at the end of the day. Do you feel like the team was able to execute the offensive game plan that you wanted to put in today?
Thought we weren't. Thought we weren't anywhere near the standard in the final third. The areas that we wanted to exploit, I didn't feel we did. It's tough because ultimately, I don't care what the numbers look like. I don't look at it and say we were good enough tonight in the final third. We weren't, and so it's an area that we're going to continue to work on and continue to need to improve. Um, and again, some of it is technical breakdown, some of it is lack of quality in the moment for whatever the reason is. But I am confident that we're going to score a lot of goals this year. It's just making sure that we continue to try to execute.
Well, two games on the road to start the season. You get 4 points out of those two games. That's on the heels of a long road trip in preseason. Um, how excited are you to return home this week and have a home opener next week?
Yeah, look, if you take a step back from it and look at it and you say, okay, you've taken 4 points, two games on the road. At the end of the day, I know what we're capable of at home. That place is a difficult place to play in front of our fans, on our field, in the way that we want to play. So I'm extremely excited to get back there. At the same time, we're going up against a team that is very good. And my hope is that we can make sure we respond because the messaging to the players certainly wasn't a good one with our performance tonight. And now we have a good opportunity in front of our fans at home to hopefully enjoy our football, but play with the intensity that we expect of ourselves here at this club.